Hey guys, Solitaun here. Welcome back to part 14 of my Roxolani playthrough. Last time we left off, I took over Amul and Maracandia, and I have a lot of cleaning up to do. I'm at -11 food. I've got to start changing stuff up a little bit here to get my economy back on its feet. Parthia is still a thorn in my side. Don't have enough money to do that. That's unfortunate. -45 on Koth and Amul, which means they're probably going to revolt next turn. That's fine, they're not hard to deal with. That's not going to hurt at all. Maracandia and Bukra are fine. That's where my main army is.
How can I help?
Let's see here. I did record this with audio, but for some reason it didn't record. So I'm actually talking after the fact. So I'll do my best to tell you what I was trying to do during this thing here, this part. Hopefully that won't happen again, because it's kind of annoying. Right now I'm just picking the livestock one so I can get more wealth from livestock, boost my economy a little bit. All my armors are getting attrition right now because I'm at -11 food. That's why it's never good to go into negative food, because your armies will start losing men, even if they're on your cities, like that main army up there. Yep. I'm looking to upgrade my general to see what the best course of action is, whether it's going to be authority, cunning, or zeal. I like zeal on my generals. For the melee attack, the shots per minute, and morale for all units, public order for characters. I mean, lots of good stuff down that zeal tree. It's not the best tree or anything. It's just my favorite. If you're going to have like a recruiting army, then authority would be the best, because you can get a lot of -% recruitment costs and all that good stuff. But because that general is my main general, of course I'm going to go down authority to give him the best melee defense and shots per minute that I can. And there's still more characters. I think it's my dignitary. Yeah, it's gotta be my dignitary.
Oh, Father, be praised.
There he is.
How can I help?
The best thing to get on dignitaries is authority. That is their main tree line, just like cunning is for his spies, and then zeal is for champions. And then my intern button kind of disappeared for a second there. Oh, and there's the revolt just popped up.
Can you not see?
There might be a
Together,
problem
our
there.
armies could be nigh invincible. The world will tremble before our collective might.
Then my good friends Bactria want defensive alliance. Of course, I'll accept that. And Bactria is at a war with a lot of people. They piss off a lot of people, apparently. I didn't really do much diplomacy with Royal Scythia this episode, just because I had to use all my money for my economy and to rebuild it and everything. You got 4,000 talons there for completing that objective, which really helps because I needed that badly. And there's the rebel army, nothing too hard to take care of. Gotta convert that eastern hamlet. Now my idea for this province is to get as much livestock as possible and then get most of the things that boost livestock. Wealth. So what I did there though is for culture conversion, because if you can't tell, the culture in those provinces are really bad. I do recruit another dignitary, considering the last episode my power went up, so I can recruit another one. I can have 2 of each now. I do recruit another spy, because you know what? There's nothing wrong with poisoning people. I mean, that is just the coolest thing. Just poison everyone. My advice for playing Total War Rome 2, get spies and poison everyone. Just, you know, towns, poison them. Armies, poison them. Now, I do have a lot of cunning on this warlord, but I think that has a lot to do with the fact that he's got a trait that gives him lots of cunning. Which the cunning is good for raiding and stuff like that, which you saw me do that and pissed them all off enough that they revolted and took over their town and stuff. One of the things I need to do a lot more of is raiding with my armies, because they nomadic tribes do get a bonus for doing that, and it gives you a nice chunk of change per turn when you do that. Definitely need to work on that. I need to work on my tactics too in battle. I think I kind of figured out how to use a cav army. You really can't stand still. You have to remain mobile, and you have to trick the enemies into following your cav, knowing full well they can't catch you, and then hitting them from the flank or the back. In this episode, you'll see me fight a battle with Parthia that kind of shows off what I'm talking about. I didn't really do it as well as I wanted to, but it worked to an extent. Upgrading more poison, because, you know, why not? Poison's the biggest. I'm still getting attrition, only at -5 food though. A lot better than -11, that's for sure. Just getting this Parthia guy off my land. Sitting there in defensive. One general. I don't know what he was doing. Should have retreated while he had the chance. Now I have wine. I think that's wine from Maricondia over there. Maricondia? Maricondia. Let's just fight this one really quick. Take out the rebel army.
Move out!
No problem.
Ready for kill the cowards! battle.
Gets upgraded. My general gets upgraded. He's got 10% wealth from livestock in his province. So I kept it.
I want hourly patrol.
Because I am building up quite a bit of livestock in Kathamul, Bakra, and Mariconda. Not Dia, da. Don't want to use the food on that barbarian town there. Gonna recruit a dignitary here to help the cultural conversion. Well, that's the plan anyway. I don't think one of these is really good at cultural conversion. Yeah.
How can I assist you?
It's 4 food, 2 public order per turn. That's pretty good. That's what I need right now, so I go ahead and do it. Get another scout. Look at that. Poison provisions. Come on. How can you not pick that guy? He's amazing. Poison, poison,
For the
poison.
all highest.
Looking at the diplomacy for Royal Scythia, I think they're at 12 now. So they've gone down some. Just checking the attrition. And then there's that nice little glitch on my dignitary. I don't know what that is. His staff is floating behind him when he's on his horse. Here comes Parthia. I am severely outnumbered. They've got a median cav, which I have to watch out for. They got royal cataphracts I gotta watch out for. They got 2 set of royal cataphracts and 1 median cav. I'm gonna go ahead and sally forth, because you fight in a town with a bunch of horsemen, you're screwed. So I sally forth to meet him on the battlefield, not in my town. I do have the garrison army behind me, but as you'll see, they are useless. They're pretty hurt. No, I wouldn't say useless. They get their uses in this battle, but they're really hurt. So their numbers are really low, and they can't do much, but they do enough here and there. I'm not gonna spoil who wins or anything, but here you'll see my new tactics that I'm gonna try and implement and get better at as a nomadic faction, where it's mostly cav. You have to remain very mobile, and you have to take their ability to fire while moving to take an advantage.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Which is really hard to do, especially against foot archers or foot slingers, because they have such higher range than you that they can probably pick you off before you actually get to them. Now the good thing about medium horse archers is that they can actually do pretty well in melee, especially against those foot archers, which I do use in this battle.
Horse archers!
I'm gonna go ahead and split my force. Instead of one giant force of horse archers, I'm gonna split it into 2 smaller forces to hopefully deal with the army a little bit better, so I can actually flank and do stuff like that. As you can tell, they fire while they're moving. The slingers are taking shots at my archers there. I try to, kind of juke their shots a little bit. Didn't work out very well. I'm not very good at it. But as you can tell, I'm keeping my army moving.
blocks the selected melee-capable units.
I send them into melee because they are
all attack orders will result
not
in a
guarded by
hand-to-hand
anyone
attack
right now.
until you click on it again.
I do get charged by median cav, which is really bad on my part. Median cav charging a archer cav is not going to end well for the archer cav ever.
Our general is under attack.
But here we go. I'm trying to take out that median cav because I know it's going to be a problem for me. The cataphracts I can kind of outrun, so I'm not as worried about them as I am about the median cav.
Armored horse archers! Rapid fires at speed! Fire!
So they're down to 49 out of 60. Hopefully it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Here comes my spears. They're really hurt. I tried to get the median cav to follow my horse archers into my spearmen, which it worked. They get caught by my spearmen, and you know that's pretty much the end of median cav. I should have switched to heavy shot a lot sooner than you'll see I do, especially against those cataphracts.
Fire on them! Withdraw!
I do hit a lot of my men, but I don't really care about spearmen. So I know that's bad, but whatever. I took out the median cav, so I'm a happy camper.
Step archers!
Now my biggest problem is, of course, their slingers. I'm sending the spearmen back to cover my archers for a little bit. Though not, I mean, the only thing I really have to worry about is the royal cataphracts. And if they charge my spearmen, it doesn't matter. My spearmen are dead anyway.
Curse you!
That small group of spearmen is not gonna stand up to a royal cataphract. I'm trying to take out their slingers with my archers. Here I go, splitting up my troops again. I'm sending one group to the left flank and one group to the right flank. So you see how they're firing when moving, so I'm trying to get them on their side to flank shot, to hit them with a flank shot. They're all charging my left flank there, so I'm bringing my right flank horse archers up to hit them in the back. I got a group of spearmen chasing them on the right flank there. There's some more royal cataphracts who don't charge me, which I think is interesting. They probably should have charged me. But there goes the royal cataphracts chasing one of my medium horse archers here. And I pull my spearmen back to fight them, to at least stop them, so that I can turn around with my medium horse archers and, you know, pick off a few. That was the plan anyway, but when you'll see that
Ready for battle! Understood!
the spearmen are just way too weak. There's not much they can do against the royal cataphracts.
Step archers!
So they caught the royal cataphracts, so now I start picking them off a little bit, but as soon as I turn around with my horse archers, my
Our men
spearmen
flee
start
the
breaking.
field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Now this is where I make a mistake. All that's in the middle there is slingers. That's it. If I would just charge with my right flank, put them into melee mode and charge at them, all their slingers would be dead.
An entire unit has perished.
And I, you know, would have taken out the force that would have, you know, killed me the most. But instead I'm sitting there taking pot shots at him. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I'm giving them shift orders to get around, to have their army follow me. See, look at this. Their slingers are taking out my right flank. I should have just charged them, and that wouldn't have happened. But lesson learned.
Armored horse archers!
Wonder how many
Warriors, ready!
kills those archers have. I guess we'll see at the end of the video,
Hack it down! Ready!
or the end of the battle.
Our aim is
My
true!
Royal Cataphylax got into melee range of my
Our men
horse archers.
flee the
and, of course,
field
at
of
the end, horse
battle.
archers.
This is a shameful display.
So I lost my whole right flank over here
Step on
because I was an idiot and didn't charge.
Forward!
Now here I go. Now here I charge with one of them.
We are
Of
losing
course,
ground.
it's a little too late.
Our general
I'm
has
gonna lose
fallen.
this one too because they take a bunch of shots at me before I actually get to them.
Warriors never surrender!
Yeah, so they take out a lot of guys. Only got what, 7 left. Though they took out a lot of skirmishers really
Our
fast.
men flee the field
Like
of
that was a
battle.
full group
This is a shameful display.
of slingers, and they got knocked to below half in that short amount of time against 8 medium horse archers in melee range. So yeah.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Oh, and then my archers fled. Slingers started taking shots at them. This is when I stick them in melee mode and I charge the slingers finally.
Set speed! Armored horse archers! The gods guide our shots! Run quickly now! Armored horse archers!
So, yep, there goes the slingers. I lost almost all my silver chevron medium archers. So there they go. They're just gonna rip apart these slingers, no problem. Because those medium horse archers are actually not that bad at melee. They're not great, but they're not that bad. So there goes all their slingers. If I would have done that earlier, I would have been in pretty good shape. Now it's really up in the air.
Forwards! Advance at
I'm running
speed!
really low on ammo, and I cannot fight cataphracts
Aye!
in melee. There's just, I just can't do it. They're gonna lose.
Loose! Gotcha!
So I was feeling pretty bad at this point. I kind of knew that it was over, that I was gonna lose. But heavy shot, I mean, I didn't realize how much real damage it did, armor penetration wise.
Advance at speed!
It took
One of
out
our
quite a
units
few of
has
those
used all its
cataphracts.
ammunition.
And there goes all my ammunition. One of my horse archers
Armored
broke.
horse archers!
I don't have any enough ammunition to even take out their spearmen, so it's pretty much over. And right about here, my whole army breaks.
Our men flee the field of
there they
battle. This is a shameful display.
So you kind of see the idea of what I was going with tactic wise. It did work to an extent. I just wasn't quick enough or wasn't smart enough to figure stuff out at that time. Looking back on it, I definitely should have charged the skirmishers with my right flank right away and not have them deal with me. But other than that, yeah, I lost another general. Go figure. That's kind of like my signature moves, to lose generals, to poison and lose generals. That's that's pretty much what I do. So Parthia took back a mule, which I was pretty upset about. The only problem for them is that I have 2 scouts over there that are just gonna poison the crap out of them. Make their lives pretty hellish in a mule. There's attrition report. I did get back into positive food finally, so attrition shouldn't be as big of a problem.
How can I help? I like wrecking things.
I'm just glad that Parthia didn't take advantage of my poor food situation a little bit more than they should have. So here we go, poisoning them to death.
A merry meeting. How can I help?
Got a new dignitary over here. I'm going to stick him with this army for military administration, as well as helping out my province with cultural conversion and stuff like that, which I do need terribly. terribly, terribly bad. I'm gonna raise another army here. Picking the best general as possible, which is that guy. I was thinking about reinstating a legacy, but I decided against it. I don't know why. Probably should have. I would have gotten another really good archer army going. I don't know why I can build a step ballista, because I didn't build a siege workshop in this province. It might have been the rank 2 blacksmith, but I'm not sure. But at least I have a siege equipment now, so sieging isn't going to be as time consuming as with a full cav army. Because you can't really siege with full cav army unless you dismount. And you can't really dismount with full cav army because you'll be outnumbered by a ton. Because there's only 90 horse and there's 120 men in a unit. So, dismounting is probably not the best idea to siege a town. Might as well just wait it out. Take some attrition. Raising another army here, because Koth is pretty open to getting attacked. I can only recruit one axeman. So.
Thirsty for battle.
But Koth does have a pretty good defensive force in there. Garrison, so. Not to mention those scouts are gonna just keep poisoning everybody that comes in that province there. There's my floating staff dignitary on his horse. It's a cool magic trick. Cool magic trick, man. Here comes 2 more armies. I knew they were going for Koth. I knew they were going to go for Koth. That's why I recruited that army there. Didn't really worry me. It wasn't that big of a force. Bactria is actually fighting Parthia too.
Come, sit. Share my fire.
Rebellion imminent.
All this a garrison.
I stick my army on there to get 2 positive, so the rebellion shouldn't happen now.
How can I help?
These guys are still poisoned. So I was just like, okay, well,
I am
I'll poison
the
those
knife
guys
in
too.
the dark. I like wrecking things.
Got the poison pro there.
How can I?
So he's poisoned. And the other army
Messing with the enemy.
is going to be poisoned too, even though it's only 50%.
Success.
There we go. The newbie scout pulling through for me.
Honor me if you must.
And he increased in rank. Gotta go with some of that cunning. There's cunning. Cunning.
Ready for orders.
And then I move this army down to that bridge so that Bukhara is safe too. I don't know if I do it this turn or the next turn.
Warriors all. Sword and shield to my feet.
Just for some more protection in that province.
Gathering supplies.
And this army
Fight with us. It's a good life.
is going to be a force to be reckoned with, that's for sure.
Ready for orders.
As a nomadic faction, you always want to make your main province with your capital as your main recruiting province, because you can recruit 5 in that province as opposed to every other province where you can only recruit 3.
The gods
So that's
weep
my advice
when men
if you're
battle
playing in nomadic
fruitlessly.
fashion.
Can you help us in this war and please the gods
Always make it
through
recruiting
victory?
province. Bactria wants me to go to war with somebody I haven't even seen yet, so I was like, whatever. So I went to war with him. My noble increased. Our agent was exposed.
Ready for
So you can get
battle.
10% wealth from livestock in local province too, which is looking good, looking good. Authority is the main stat you want to get on a noble. Actually went with the authority.
For the all highest!
Oh, because I know I'm going to bring that army out to attack, so I was like, the 10% livestock in province isn't really going to help when I go into a different province. That's not mine.
All Father be praised! How can I help?
So that's what I do.
You
Move
have
them on
further
down,
orders?
block that bridge
Ready
so
for
they can't
battle.
get through. Move my dignitary into this army here for some public order and cultural conversion. And 5% melee attack, defense, and morale is really good, but not as good as wealth for livestock.
Get moving!
Because I need that economy going.
Death in battle?
We get some more armored steppe lancers, Sarmatian horsemen, and medium horse archers. I'm just checking things out to see what else I can do to boost my economy and keep my head afloat during the siege of Amul, which I knew was going to happen with that army soon.
Are you ready to do your
I'm gonna recruit a few more young axes just for kicks and giggles over there. And I think that'll be the end of this part 13. And I will see you guys next time. Hopefully my auto will be working. See you guys later.